today I am so excited. So excited. And I'm just going to warn you right now by telling you, I'm probably going to say the words, I am so excited, like 1,001 times during the course of this video. And like, I don't even care because I am so freaking excited. I am announcing a readathon. And it is
So let's just get down to the big announcement of this coffee break video. I am starting a book subscription box. Oh my god, I'm so excited, like, to finally say these words out loud.
Hello and welcome to the Randomness podcast. I am your host, Amara Franklin, and I am here with my co-host, Ben Beverly.
Hey.
Announcement of my shop. It is called Things I Made While Caffeinated.com. Why? Because as I've said before, I'm a caffeine addicted single mom, and I do everything after massive amounts of caffeine, usually at 11 o'clock at night.
Well, hello friends. If you saw this intro, then the last thing I said in the little montage is that I drink a lot of coffee and do things at 11 o'clock at night. And that is very inaccurate because it is 10:30 at night or something like that. And I'm drinking a Diet Dirty Dr. Pepper, not a coffee. But I'm still doing things very late at night. In fact, this is the second time I filmed this video because the first time I did it at 7:30 this morning when I had a fresh face of makeup and was drinking my coffee, I forgot to turn the AC off. And I went back to edit the video and it was unusable because of how loud the AC was, number one. Number two, I rambled on for 40 minutes. 40 minutes of pure nonsense. Like, editing that would have been awful. So I actually set a timer and I'm giving myself, now I have 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to finish this video. We're gonna see if I can do that because there's really not much to say. If you saw the title of the video, you know what I'm announcing. I am starting a snail mail club. I'm so excited. I know, it's so ridiculous. After finding all of these videos, because in between filming the first one and refilming the second version of this video, I did go back and watched all of my previous like big announcement videos. And in every single one I say, oh my god, I'm like so excited. But in reality, like, oh my god, I'm so excited. The reason I wanted to start out the video with like a little montage of all the announcements I've done in the past is because this one is not necessarily that it's different than the things I've done before, so much as it's incorporating all the things I've done before. So before I kind of explain what the Snail Mail Club is, what you're gonna get, I really want to explain the why behind it and what it is about the Snail Mail Club idea that is just filling something up in like my soul. It's so cheesy. I know, it's ridiculous.
It's good time to start winding down.
It's definitely 9:30. I'm a very creative person and when I don't have some sort of creative outlet, I like don't feel like myself and I feel a little lost. And I need something to be working on, something that excites me. And I think at the end of the day, the thing that I want the most in this world is to have my words have an impact on someone. And I've always been interested in writing. You know, a lot of snail mail clubs that I've seen are so cool. And they're with these incredible artists. And I cannot draw, okay? Like, if you want a stick figure in every envelope, like, sure, I can do that for you. But beyond that, there are incredible artists that can do that, though. That could never be me. So my thing has always been writing, and not just creative writing and working on my book, which I have been doing. It's such a slow process and it can be both rewarding and frustrating all at the same time. I've always been really drawn to blogging, and when I was younger I had this idea that I was gonna like move to New York City and I was gonna be Carrie Bradshaw. Definitely don't live in New York City. I live in a town the size of a toothpick, but like the idea of like having my own newspaper column or like working in a magazine or something, you know, would be so cool. But again, I live in a town the size of a toothpick. And the cool thing about blogs is that you can really create whatever you want. And you write up your words and you type them out and you create an image and you put it out in the world and then you hope that someone will come across it. And nowadays we are battling against AI robots and algorithms. And I just want to sit down at my computer and I want to write words, whether they be profound or just silly and fun. But I want to make sure that the things that I'm doing are actually reaching people, and that it's reaching people that are excited for what I have to say and the words that I'm throwing out into the world. And I don't want to battle robots, and I don't want to battle algorithms. That's kind of the why, right? Is that I love all the things I've created in the past. I started with a montage that was of the readathon that I did with a very dear friend that I have and another person that we were doing the readathon with. It was a historical fiction-a-thon. We loved doing that, and it was a lot of fun. And then I did the Indie Bookworm, which is my baby, my heart. I love it so much. But what I loved about the Indie Bookworm was finding these books to go through and coming up with a theme, and then scouring Etsy to work with these small Etsy businesses to get items to send out to people, and then to send them out and then get the excitement back from other people that really enjoyed what I was sending them and the hard work that I put into it. And I would have kept doing that forever, except for it was killing me financially because it cost more to like ship the books than I was ever making. Like I would never, there was no way at the way that things were going that I was ever going to be able to turn a profit from it. Finding a way of doing the Indie Bookworm, I needed to find the right format for it. And a book subscription box was great, but that wasn't working. And doing it as like a book of the month style book box, again, still wasn't working. And running it as a website also was not working because nobody was even going to look at the books that were on the site. And so I'm going to be incorporating the Indie Bookworm into my mail club. So then the next shiny idea that I had was my podcast, the Randomness podcast with my friend Ben Beverly. And I loved that podcast so much. Oh, we had so much fun. Her and I were just talking today about how much we love and miss it. And that was one of the most fun times on the like internet creative things that I've ever done. And it really helped shape what my mission I feel like in life is, which is just to be goofy and fun and spread joy and be ridiculous and be random. And just like that was my ADHD brain on fire in the best way. And the only reason we stopped doing it is just because our schedules don't align. I have a full-time job and 2 kids. She's a traveling nurse who is on the go all the time. So we couldn't get it together. Her and I, in fact, have been trying to watch the morning show for like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 months. And we're only a few episodes in. We can't even get our schedules aligned to sit down and watch a show together once a week. So that's the whole thing. So that's the only reason podcasting continue. Then I have my shop, which is still up and running and going well. And I'm getting orders, and that is not going anywhere. And I love running my shop. thingsimadewhilecaffeinated.com. However, when we look at it all and we put it all together and we're like, I have so many passions and they're like all over the place. I feel like creatively, I've just been throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks. And too many names to remember. I was trying to explain it all to my friend from work, and like she was getting so confused. It's like I'm literally all over the place. That's what my caption is. Because I'm all over the place, throwing spaghetti everywhere. So I need to simplify. I need to bring everything into like 1 or 2 or 5 things. I just need to like combine everything and make life simple. I guess we're at the part where I've rambled on now for well over 10 minutes, and I should just tell you what it actually is. So it is going to be called the Randomness Mail Club. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a mail, like an actual like snail mail envelope. You'll get, I think it's like a 5x9 envelope, whatever the biggest size I can send with 1 stamp is. I think it's 5x9. It might be a different, or 5x7 or 6x9, something like that. But whatever the biggest size I can send with 1 stamp, that's what you're getting in the mail. And inside is going to be a magazine. I know that zines are a very popular thing. I am scared, and like my imposter syndrome is going crazy. I don't want to call it a zine because those are so cool, and I don't really know if my thing would even count as that, right? So we're just calling it a magazine because zines are just way way cool. So in the little envelope that you're going to get every month, you're going to have a magazine. I'm still formatting, figuring out how many different columns or little articles I'm going to write. There will be a letter from the editor, which is me, that will be kind of on the first page. So I am going to handwrite the little letter from the editor, scan it, and like kind of format that into the magazine, or it might be outside of it. So there's a lot that I'm still figuring out, right? I'm thinking about this more of like a blog that you hold in your hands and that you can collect. Right? And like, what do magazines have, right? Different articles. Maybe there'll be something on like pop culture, maybe like a recipe. Like, I don't, this was really good. Like, maybe we'll talk about my obsession with dirty sodas, or I've been making this like Starbucks refresher dupe that is so tasty. Oh my God. My bread making journey. I'm definitely going to be sharing maybe book reviews, book lists, recommended books, featured books. I will have a section. The way that I'm envisioning it is like 2 pages, right? Front and back. One is going to be called like Book Nook. And that's where we're going to talk about more like books that are not indie books, right? Like more like big 5 published books. And then we'll have the other side will be the indie bookworm. And this is where we're really going to focus on indie books and promoting indie authors, whether it be a review of a book that I read and loved, or a list of books that I really want to read. There's going to be indie bookworm stuff. There's going to be just like kind of normal random things that I want to share. Movie reviews, movie lists. Going to be really fun. One thing I know is going to be included every single month as well is there will be a QR code that you can scan to a music playlist that I will create every single month for you to listen to. So you can put on some music and read your little magazine. So you're going to get that. You're also going to have a bonus item. That could be a bookmark, sticky notes. These are things I will be making. I'm a little bit of a crafting hoe. Like I collect just random crafting stuff and I don't use nearly enough. I have an EcoTake printer. I have a sublimation printer. I have a Cricut. I have a mug press. Granted, I can't stick a mug in an envelope, but you get the point. I can make like little decal things that you can put on your car or like a mirror or something. I really want to try magnetic bookmarks that are sublimate and use the heat press on, that kind of thing. Maybe I will send you a little thing that you can make your own t-shirt, right? The sky's the limit, but you'll get a bonus little crafty thing. And then there will be an activity, something that you can do that is not on the internet. It could be a crossword, a word search, a bingo, a scavenger hunt, you know, something like that. I do also know that I want to end every single like magazine with what I call on my podcast, the fluffy happy story. That's kind of the gist of what you're going to receive. There are going to be 2 tiers for the Randomness Mail Club. There's the regular Mail Club that is going to be $10 per month. Then there's going to be the second tier, which I'm still picking out the name. There's 2 that I really like. One I think is really silly and goofy. The other one I think is also really, really fun. I think I like the first one more, but I think that I'm probably the only one that likes the first one more. And I think the second one is really, really fun. And that's what I'm leaning towards. And I think that's probably what people will like as well. But I'm going to leave a little like poll. I think I can do that now on YouTube. And just tell me what you think. The second tier is going to be called either the Randomness Mail Club, get it like as a club for the mail club, or the one that I think I'm leaning towards. I think the first one's silly, but the other one is the Randomness Mail Club and Secret Society. There we go. So club and Secret Society. So the point of now with the Secret Society, it's basically a mail club. So you get your mail in the mail. It's been a long day, okay? You get your mail in the mail, and then you also have bonuses. So this is where we come back together as a secret society / club, whatever we go with, and interact as a community. So what you'll get there's going to be like 3 little bonuses as part of the secret society. The first one is going to be a shout out in every video. I'll have a little like outro that'll list all of my secret society / club members. We'll also have a Discord where we can talk about the books I recommended or books that you're reading and be in a club / secret society together on Discord. And then the third thing that you'll get is every single month I will be scheduling a club / secret society whatever we go with, live stream. Now we can decide as a group if they're going to be just chit chat, sit down with a cup of coffee and hang out together and just talk nonsense for an hour, or if they're going to be productivity live streams where we'll do sprints and try to write or read or clean our house and then just kind of hang out for an hour. It'll probably only be like an hour, maybe 2 hours, just depends, because I am going to be regularly streaming. I have that scheduled. I'm going to be going back to a place where I'm trying to live stream every single weekend, at least for a couple of hours. So this will be on top of that. They may be during the week, like in the evening, or it might be on a Saturday morning right before the main live stream begins. We'll figure out kind of scheduling and how that'll all work when it comes time. That tier is going to be $15. I really love this. I feel like I haven't been this excited about a project other than my book. I feel like I say this all the time. This, I think, is the coolest thing I've ever done. Now, how do you sign up and when? Sign-ups are going to be on July 1st. I'm still working out some of the details. The biggest thing right now, I have the domain name. My shop is no longer going to be thingsimadewhilecaffeinated.com. That's going to now be randomness.cc, not .com, because .com costs $5,700. Yes. $5,700 hairs, okay? No, thank you. No, thank you. But .cc was $5. It was like $5. And I didn't want to do .co because I know my brain would immediately want to say .com and then nobody would ever find me. So it's going to be, I'm going to set this up probably tomorrow. So as of like tomorrow morning, it's going to now be randomness.cc. Everything's just kind of moving over there. I am going to have a link on my shop where you can sign up for the mail club. I just haven't decided yet if I'm going to have the actual membership be on the shop, because I use Fourth Wall for my merch shop and they do memberships and there's a lot of benefits. There's also, is it Ko-Fi or Coffee? I don't know how to pronounce it. I've always called it Ko-Fi. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but there's Ko-Fi and I have Ko-Fi. That's where I do digital downloads. I don't know if I want to just link you and send you to Ko-Fi to sign up for the membership or if I want to do it on Fourth Wall. These are things I'm figuring out and I'm going to be taking you along the journey. That is why this video was kind of titled like episode 1. Because this is like a little series that I'm going to be doing of starting my mail club. It's something I've always wanted to do, which is take you along the process with me as I do something and make these decisions instead of being like, here, it's all done. I can show you how I'm coming up with these choices. And there's going to be another video here towards the end of the month where I kind of working out some more details. I have a little to-do list of things that I need to do. And I'm going to be, again, taking you along on the process of me completing this to-do list. So you'll be able to start signing up though on July 1st. And the first month of the actual like mail club will be for August. So I'm going to take you over the next couple weeks. I'm going to be vlogging the process of setting everything up to get ready to take orders. And then throughout the month of July, we'll be able to walk you through the process of actually creating my magazine and printing everything out and making things. Yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you love this. I really, really hope you love this. And with that, my friends, you know what to do. Go write some words and read a book or magazine soon in August, and I will see you very, very soon. And actually, it will be very soon because I have a live stream on Saturday, and I think I have my first few days of Project 50 vlog that'll be coming out on Sunday. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Bye, friends.